as you saw earlier, I am getting ready for date night. So this is a get ready with me. I am not a professional at all when it comes to putting on makeup. This is just how I do it. Sorry for the bright lights. It is camper lighting. We are indoors, so I don't have natural lighting, which kind of stinks. I probably won't be talking much. Donnie will be home shortly. Here's my assistant. She's gonna hang out while we put on makeup. So I have all of my makeup here. I probably brought everything from the house. We're just going to jump right in. Anytime I do eyeshadow, I always prime my eyelids with primer first. This NARS primer is definitely one of my favorites. And then I always set that with a translucent powder. Another thing I always do when I apply eyeshadow is use a transition color. This just helps all of your colors blend together so you don't have any harsh edges, and make sure you blend. Blend, blend, blend. This palette is definitely one of my favorite palettes. I just love the colors in this palette. I feel like you could use these colors for a daytime look. You could get really smoky with these colors, and they just work so well. So I usually do a lighter color on my lid unless I'm doing a super smoky look. And then I always go in with my blending brush and blend those two colors together. Again, you don't want any kind of harsh lines. And then I will take a darker matte color usually and put that on my outer V. I do have hooded eyelids, so I try not to put dark colors too far down on my lid. And you can see what I mean here. I kind of go above my natural crease and then I really blend that in again so I don't have any harsh edges. Here I took a pencil brush and I took that dark brown color and I'm applying it as close to my lash line as possible to help give the look some depth. Years ago I thought people were crazy for buying primer water, but oh my gosh, I love this stuff. I have oily skin and this still just works so well for my skin. Along with oily skin, I do have large pores and texture as well. I haven't found a really good pore filling primer, but this primer by Milk has been really great and helps my makeup stay on and last all day. This foundation is the newer L'Oreal Infallible foundation. This has been the first drugstore foundation that I have been able to use. I've never been able to find my correct undertone in the drugstore. They always end up looking super green on me, or super orange, or super pink. And I know this looks really yellow in the video, but you'll see later on that it does blend very well with my skin tone. I'm not sure what it is about this lighting in here. The Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer is by far my favorite concealer of all time. It is a medium coverage concealer, and I really do like that. I'm not a huge fan of the full coverage concealers that are out right now, just because I do have some fine lines under my eyes, and I never knew what people meant when they said that their concealer settled in their fine lines, because I thought every concealer did that. This is the only concealer I have found that does not settle in my fine lines, and it lasts all day. I love it. It's pricey, but so worth it in my opinion. I'm just taking this angled brush here and patting that concealer into the corners of my eyes. I didn't want to use the sponge too much in the corner of my eyes because I didn't want to mess up the eyeshadow. Now I'm just going to set everything with that same translucent powder. I really set my under eyes good and pretty much my whole face since, again, I am oily. This Smashbox contour palette is definitely well loved. As you can see, I love that contour shade. It has been my favorite contour shade that I have been able to find so far, and it looks like I need to get more soon. When it comes to bronzers, this one surprised me. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it, but for a drugstore bronzer, this bronzer is amazing. I just take the bronzer shade and go right above that contour shade, and then I hit my jawline and go around my forehead. So next is blush. This is just a matte peach blush. I try not to do any shimmery blushes because, again, I don't want to accentuate those large pores that I have. The last face product is highlighter. I just put it on the high points of my cheeks and down my nose. The lighting does not do this highlighter any justice. It's gorgeous. Now on to the longest part of my makeup routine, but my most favorite part, my eyebrows. I always start off with brushing through them with a spoolie first, and lately I have been using the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil again. I was using a pomade for a while. I'm not sure why I switched back to the pencil, but it's so much easier and so much faster in my opinion. I try not to go super heavy in the front of my brow. If I do, I just take my spoolie and brush through it so that way I don't have a harsh line at the beginning of my eyebrows. Now I am taking that dark brown color that we used for the outer V and pressing that on my lower lash line just to help bring the top and bottom together. And then I am taking that same transition shade that I first used and I am blending out that dark brown color on my lower lash line. Next is the brow bone highlight. I just take this lighter shimmery shade. It does have a few shimmers in it, and I put that on my brow bone and on the inner corners of my eyes. And again with the blending. Just blending that brow bone shade and my transition and that dark brown shade together. For mascara, I am using the IT Cosmetics Superhero Elastic Stretch Volumizing Mascara. To be honest, the first time I tried this, I was not a huge fan of it, but I kept using it, and I'm so glad I did because I absolutely love it. Date night!
Yeah.
What are you getting to eat?
I'm probably gonna eat some steak and shrimp. And some veggies. And some damn cheesecake.
Cheesecake at a Japanese restaurant?
Or some fried donuts. Do they have fried donuts?
That's Chinese. My makeup was looking super yellow in the camper. Doesn't look yellow now. Does it?
No.
Need a ring light for whenever I do those videos.
A blue light?
A ring light.
What's that?
It's a circle. That's a light.
Red light, green light.
He's crazy. And someone was rushing me. I forgot earrings
Don't eat.
and my ring.
This is hangry over here.
I am hangry. I was eating a snack on the way to dinner.
It's not my fault that she forgot those items.
Are you looking at yourself in the mirror? I have a mirror here and she's literally looking at herself in it. So now I am taking that dark brown color again and I am just, oh my gosh.